Hi you guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are filming a part 2 to my fragrance haul. I bought a total of 9 perfumes and I've broken it up into 2 videos. Part 1 is already up and it's all designer perfumes, and then part 2 is going to be all of the Arabic perfumes that I've purchased. So I hope that you all will enjoy. So sit back, relax, and get your notepads out and take notes, because all of these were blind buys for me. So the first perfume that I picked up was from Lattafa, and I have a good amount of Lattafa perfumes in this video. I think all of these are Lattafa perfumes, but this one is Ajwad. You know, I think part of the problem to me is that some of these smell like dupes of other fragrances. I'm gonna read you the notes. So the main accords for Ajwad is rose, fruity, vanilla, powdery, musky, sweet, amber, white floral, floral, and woody. Top notes, fruity notes, middle note, rose, and jasmine. And then the base notes are vanilla, musk, amber, and cedar. And I haven't heard anyone say this before, but it doesn't smell that far off from Gentle Fluidity Gold. And that might be why I just haven't reached for it, because I have that. Like, it smells pretty. I get rose, amber, and cedar. I don't get really anything fruity. I don't get any jasmine, at least on me. I don't get any vanilla, and I don't really smell any of the musk. It's underwhelming. The packaging is beautiful, and I feel really bad that I don't have a lot to say. And I know that, like, when I saw TikTok videos, people were kind of like making it seem like it wasn't that good, but to me it smells fine. If anything, it's inexpensive. I think this was like maybe $30, $40. A young girl going to college and she wants like a fragrance collection and she doesn't have money, then maybe something like this. No hate to anybody that loves the fragrance, but it's not anything special. Okay, next up I have Abiyedh Rouge. The main accords: citrus, amber, caramel, aromatic, fresh spicy, and malic, fruity, musky, mossy, sweet. And the top notes are nashi pear, kumquat, bergamot. Middle notes are caramel, geranium, and base notes are ambergris, musk, and oak moss. For those to be the notes and for it to smell so much like Baccarat Rouge, it's still funny to me. Nothing about this gives bergamot. I have to put like a real spray on. It smells so much like Baccarat Rouge to the point I was kind of like, I could just spray this on. I mean, it doesn't smell, it's not like identical, but it smells close enough to Baccarat Rouge where it's like, I feel like there's a little bit of a chemically smell in it. Not chemically, an alcohol smell. I get, I think, maybe a little bit of kumquat. I feel like kumquat has a very unique scent to it that is like cuddly and smooshy and floofy and a bit powdery and citrusy. I definitely don't pick up on caramel, but I do pick up on something sweet. But it's not reading as caramel to me. And then in terms of the base, ambergris, I definitely am getting that. I feel like I'm not smelling the oak moss, I'm not smelling musk, but something is pulling woody. So maybe that's the oak moss that's pulling kind of like cedar. Something in here smells like cedar. Again, really affordable price point, I think under $50. Kind of like if you don't feel like spending $350 on a perfume, I feel like you could kind of get away with this. It's not nearly as complex of a fragrance as Baccarat Rouge that has less notes than this one. I kind of feel like if you are a young girl and you're like, I want to buy perfume, I don't want to buy body sprays anymore, that's who these fragrances are for. I feel if you are really into fragrance, if you're really into perfumes, that you could kind of pass on these. Bottles are absolutely beautiful. They are very basic drugstore quality. That's what I feel like. My personal opinion. Y'all can argue with me, but that's how I feel, at least about these two. Next perfume. Very beautiful bottle. Not crazy about the bottle being velvet. It is what it is. Azwad Emirate Al Arab. The main accords: citrus, white floral, musky, woody, fresh, spicy, powdery, green, and floral. And the top notes are citrus and bergamot. Middle notes are white musk and aloe vera. And base notes are jasmine, musk, woody notes, and oud. Now this, I like how this smells. Tony really loves this. I feel like when I've worn it, I've gotten some compliments. It does not wear, at least on my body, I feel like it does not wear well, and it does not wear long. But for the little minute that it's on my body and on my skin, people love it. The baby loves it. I get lots of compliments. There's something maternal about it, something a little bit nostalgic about it. Kind of gives grandma, and I think that's because white florals. Something I feel like my mom would wear. I'm not over the moon about it. Would I recommend it to someone? Kind of like in passing. Like, it would not be high up on my list of perfumes to recommend. It would kind of be like if someone asked me specifically about this perfume, I'm like, oh yeah, I do have that. Yeah, it's good. It's whatever. You know, it wouldn't hurt to have in your collection. That's kind of how I would talk about this. You know, little details to me that I notice is that this gold label is printed on there crooked, and the Princess of Arabia is also a little crooked. Those are some little things. And then the fact that the whole entire bottle is like of this velvety, like you need a lint roller to keep it clean. Those are some things that I don't like, but the juice itself is okay. It's so. I have another one, and it's Perfume Rose. It looks like this. Very pretty bottle. Again, the label is printed on crooked. Like, small stuff like that is like, come on now. Why? I'm not even going to spray this perfume. It smells so cheap. And then goes to spray it anyway. It smells like Dow hair. So close. What is that? It's something in that realm. My Little Pony, Polly Pockets, like something McDonald's Happy Meal, and you could get the little strawberry shortcake dolls. They had a smell to them. That's what this smells like. Main accords: rose, sweet, fruity, musky, powdery. It's very powdery. White floral, amber, floral, woody, vanilla. The notes sound so good, and then it smells like trash. Strawberry, grapes, orange. Middle notes: rose, white musk, jasmine, gardenia, ylang ylang, lily. And then base notes are tonka bean, amber, sandalwood. Like, I know I'm not crazy, but that sounds like it would be spectacular. Like, it sounds like it's going to be some type of berry shortcake with like a little bit of freshness from the florals with the sweet, strong base. And that's not what this is. This is a Dow from the early 2000s from a Happy Meal. I would pass. I'm so sorry if you guys own this and love it. I don't. That's what it smells like. And then after, as it dries down, there's a bit of this like medicated syrup, like cough syrup flavor that lingers. And the reason why I say flavor is because when I smell it, I taste something, and it gives medicine, cough syrup. Between the two, obviously get this one. This one smells good. Not over the moon crazy obsessed about it, but it smells good. This one could go in the garbage. Lastly, Al Nashama from Lattafa. This, very cheap. Sounds like a toy. On the photo, it looked a lot more beautiful, but cheap, sounds like a toy. The juice, I will say, this does smell good. Well, let's see, it's been a minute. This one is a unisex fragrance. I feel like this would smell really good on my husband, but I do like it for myself, and now I think I'm gonna have to spray it and go to work and see what my coworkers and clients think about it. Main accords: fruity, sweet, soft spicy, fresh spicy, aromatic, amber, citrus, white flower, patchouli, herbal. Top notes: pink pepper. You get a lot of pink pepper. Bergamot, sage, Middle notes: plum, jasmine, black pepper. Base notes: Saffiano leather, amber, patchouli, and moss. I feel like when I smell this, there's a lot of pepper. I'm getting pink pepper. There is a bit of a leathery smell, but it smells a tad synthetic. It definitely smells ambery. I'm not getting a lot of patchouli. I'm also not getting jasmine. I personally don't smell sage. The moss might be what I'm smelling again. That reads a little bit woody to me. There's something woody in this, and there's nothing on here that is a wood note. That moss was the same in the base, and I said that I smelled cedar. So maybe for me, it just kind of pulls woody. I feel like as a woman, you would wear this if you're going into a business meeting. Like, you want to command the room, you want attention, you want those men to respect you as you give your pitch, and you would wear something like this. You're gonna walk in, they're gonna be like, oh, who's that? And then they're gonna see a woman walk in and be like, oh, okay. The bottle and everything, I feel like it's extremely cheap. It was under $50. That's kind of the vibe. I don't know if you're noticing, but I feel kind of the vibe. And that's not to say anything about the brand Lattafa on its own. I feel like it's the fragrances that I got, because I hear so many great things about Lattafa, and I just feel like I didn't get any of the good ones. I don't think she's gonna stop talking anytime soon. Hope overall you enjoyed this little fragrance review that was long awaited for the part 2. If you guys do like this type of content, please like, comment, and subscribe, and leave down your favorite Emirate perfumes, or if you have any favorite perfumes from Lattafa, please leave them in the comment section down below. I would love to check them out, and I'll see you guys later. Have a nice one. Bye.